Welcome to the New Zealand Powerlifting Championships, day 2 of 2022. I'm Zach.
Myself, Benjamin Crawley. Today we have 93s, 105s and 120 plus. First up we have Nikolai at 202.5 kilos on the bar. Lifting will start in approximately 45 seconds. Bar is loaded for Nikolai at 202.5 kilos. That should be good for Nikolai. Very nice lift. Next up we have Harry Newman at 210 kilos on the bar.
Followed by Nick Waller with 215 kilos on the bar.
Bar is loaded for Harry. This should move speedy. Big tight setup for Harry. Let's go, Harry.
Easy lift by Harry.
Speedy opener there. Should be all good. 3 white lights for Harry there. Good to get on the board. Accumulate some kgs towards his total there. Should be pushing 220 plus for a second. Next up we have Nick Waller at 215 kilos on the bar.
Followed by Andre with 217.5.
Bar is loaded for Nick. Nice steady walkout for Nick here. Just waiting for that squat command. Gets the squat command. Nice and consistent speed there for Nick. Should be 2 to 1. He gets a lift. Next up we have Andre at 217.5 kilos on the bar.
Followed by Jack Burrell with 227.5, 500 pounds. This should move easy for Andre. He's put over 230 in the gym, so this should be a good opener.
Let's go, Andre. Let's make this move. Good steady walkout here. Just waiting for that squat call. Gets it. Speedy opener. Should be all good.
Three
White lights. He's on the board. Next up we have Jack, 227.5 kilos.
Followed by McDonald with 230.
This should be an interesting battle. 93s.
The top three is all within about 25 kilo of each other. So the battle will come down to McDonald. Who's the other 93? I've forgotten names.
Let's go Jack. Lots it in, nice and tight. Nice and steady on his unrack. Only for a squat call. Gets it. Drives it up. Easy opener there. Should be 3 white lights. 2 to 1. Gets the lift. Next up we have Matt Donald. This will be one hell of a battle between these 93s. Bar is loaded for Matt Donald. Let's go.
McDonald here is in contention for that number 1 93 junior spot.
But unsteady on the. Gets a squat call. Drives it up. Just like good depth. 3 white lights. He's on the board. Next up we have Raynon at 242.5 kilos on the bar.
Followed by Matt Sylvie at 245 kilos.
These 3 lifters should be very tight now.
Based off the squats alone, they probably all will end up with a subtotal within 5 kilo.
Yes. So I see a bit of battling for podium position in the deadlift. So trying to get as much as they can in these squats as possible.
We like to see the lifters thanking the spotter loaders. They put a lot of hard work in across the days.
Let's go Raynon. Nice unrack. Gets a squat call. Drives it up. Nice and consistent speed. 3 whites. Very nice. Next up we have Matt Sylvie. 245 kilos. This is the last lift before we move on to second attempts. Bar is loaded for Matt.
Fast start call.
Very speedy there.
Exactly what you need.
Very nice squat. 2 to 1. Big thanks to our sponsors, Raise Lower and Burger Fuel Palmerston North, providing the goods for Nationals this year. So, very big thank you to those people.
Without them, we wouldn't be able to hold these competitions.
We are on to second attempt squats now. Next up we have Nikolai again.
With 215 kilo. And then we move on to Harry Newman with 225.
Bar is loaded. Nice unrack. Waiting for the squat call. Gets it. Drives it up. It's a good speed for a second.
And he gets it 3 white lights.
Might jump 7.5 kilos on that.
I reckon
For his
he
third.
could have 230 there easily.
Next up we have Harry, 225 kilos on the bar.
Followed by Nick Waller, also with 225 kilos on the bar.
I suspect Harry will absolutely smoke this. Bar is loaded for Harry. Let's go, Harry.
This is 5 kilo below Harry's previous comp best.
Big tight setup for Harry. Taking his time.
Nice steady unrack.
Beautiful low bar position there. Gets the squat call. Nice speed there.
Solid squat.
He's got 2 out of 3. Gets the lift. I think Jason and Harry might jump anywhere from 7.5 to 10 kilos on that, depending how they want to battle for those podium positions.
I think they will definitely probably jump to at least 230, since that is his previous comp best, so they know that he does have it there within a competition setting.
Next up, we've got Nick with 225 kilos on the bar as well.
And followed by Andre with 230. Just a wee bit unsteady.
We're squatting too low. Yeah, 3
Look,
Alright.
he
Don't
might-
think he got the squat call there, so this one should be red lighted. That's unfortunate.
He should come back and get that on his third though, since the strength was definitely there. He just missed that start command.
Just a technicality. He's definitely got that on strength. We'll come back and get that on his third. Next up we have Andre at 230 kilos on the bar.
This is 2.5 kilo below his previous comp best, so it should be a nice second attempt for him.
Believe Andre squatted 237.5 in the gym, so it's suspect him to move this pretty damn quickly. Let's go, Andre.
Andre is followed by Jack at 240.
Taking his time. He's getting a little bit more fired up on this second. He will need this. Gets the squat call. Big brace. Oh, very speedy. I suspect they'll probably jump 10 kilos on that. 3 white lights. Very nice lift.
We could see Andre squat 240 for his third.
Next up we have Jack at a whopping 240 kilos on the bar.
And then Jack is followed by McDonald at 245. This is 10 kilo above his previous. No, this is 2.5 kilo below his previous comp best.
Let's go, Jack.
Out.
Big brace. Drive it up. Oh, he works for it. But very nice squat there. Should be all good. Oh,
2 to 1 for depth. He
just
needs
a
to
little
get
bit higher there.
Slightly deeper for that third attempt, and he should have it there.
Next up we have Matt Donald at 245 kilos.
And this is way above his previous comp best, but he has been very strong on squats in the gym recently. So this should be a still good lift for him. Taking a big lift of 15 kilo.
This is a big statement from Matt Donald.
McDonald needs every kilo he can to fight for that number 1 position.
Let's go, Mac. Holds it in nice and tight. Very nice low bar position. Just waiting for that bar to be motionless.
Gets a fast squat command.
Drives it up. Oh, just a little bit too.
It appears he went a little too deep and he just lost it into the hole.
as we call that bottoming out in our squats and just losing tension in the hole.
Unfortunate.
He'll come back and smash it on his third. If he just cuts that depth just a little bit, he'll be able to smoke that.
Up next we have Raynon with 252.5 kilo, followed by Matt Sylvie with 257.5 kilo for his second attempt.
Let's go, Raynon.
This is 5 kilo above his previous comp best, so he's already looking to hit a comp PB on his second attempt.
Gets a squat call. Drives it up, sits with it.
Solid squat.
Very nice squat there.
Able to get through that sticky point.
3 white lights. Very nice squat there. Next up we have Matt Sylvie at 257.5 kilos on the bar. I believe Matt is the bigger deadlifter out of these 93 boys.
Matt, I do believe, is looking to have a shot at 320 to 330 kilo on
Okay,
his
so
third attempt.
he's going to need every kilo out of his squat as possible.
McDonald will be fighting on his bench, since I do believe McDonald is the strongest bencher in this flight.
Let's go, Matt. Nice unrack. Nice and steady. Gets the squat call. Drives it up. Very nice squat there. Very consistent speed.
So I do believe
It's a very good squat by Matt.
I believe Matt's comp best is 255, and I do believe he will be looking to put on 265, since
I suspect they might jump 5 kilos on
maybe slightly more.
257, 260 for his
Because
third.
his gym total squat is 265,
Okay.
so he could be looking to put something big on, but I don't know if that's there today.
I suspect they might jump to 257 or
Just getting
260.
every kilo out of it, yeah.
Next up we have Nikolai at 222.5 kilos. Believe the bar is misloaded. This can often happen in a powerlifting competition. Was pointed out
No.
by the crowd. So thank you for that, sir.
Because the bar being loaded correctly is not just the spotter loader's responsibility, it's
Everyone's responsibility.
Because if the spotters misload, it happens sometimes, and it is an honest mistake, and it is just someone needed to spot it.
Yes, it does happen time to time. Bar is loaded. Let's see if he can settle those nerves after that misload. Can throw you off a little bit when that happens.
This is a 12.5 kilo comp PB.
This is a massive PB if he gets this. Waiting for that squat call. Gets it. Drives it up. Stick with it. Come on. Oh. Nice attempt. Just a little bit too heavy there. He'll come back next comp and smash that. Next up we have a Nick at 230 kilos on the bar.
Followed by Harry Newman at 232.5.
These 93s need as much as they can on these squats as possible.
Because they're not just fighting for the top 3 positions, they're also fighting for like 5th and 6th. So they're all very close together.
Yes. Bar is loaded for Nick. Let's go, Nick.
Come on, Nick. Back yourself. You know you can do this.
He decided to go up 5 kilo after his second attempt.
Sets it back nice and tight.
If he gets nice and tight, he should be able to get this, because on his second he missed
Big
it
brace.
purely due to the start command.
Gets a squat call. Nice. Nice and consistent descent. Fights it really hard. Very nice squat by Nick.
Throughout. Just 2 to 1 for depth there, but it's not quite deep enough.
Next up we have Harry at 232.5 kilos on the bar.
Followed by Jack with 242.5.
Harry really needs to squat.
Coach talks to the jury about next left. Appeal is rejected.
Bar is loaded for Harry. Let's go, Harry. Come on, Harry.
This should be a solid squat for Harry. Jumped 7.5 kilo from his second attempt. If he
Let's
sticks
go,
with
Harry.
it should be an easy lift.
Taking his time with his setup. Nice and steady. Gets the squat call. Come on, Harry. Nice deep set. Drives it up. Sits with it. Very nice squat there by Harry. Very nice. Phenomenal squat there by Harry. Awesome attempt selection by Jason.
And that is a 2.5 kilo PB for Harry.
Next up we have Jack at 242.5 kilos on the bar.
Followed by Andre with 242.5 kilos also.
Bar is loaded for Jack. Let's go, Jack. Nice, bro.
Stuck with it.
Next left will be Andre. Same way.
Gets the squat call. Big brace. Drives it up. Sits with it. Nice.
Through.
Don't know if he held that for his at the end. So just lost his balance right at the end and couldn't hold it for that rack command. Just a bit unsteady. Just a bit of bar wobbles right at the top, but that's alright.
Happens when there's some weak sticking points throughout, you become unbalanced. This should be an easy squat for Andre and a 5 kilo all-time PB, I believe.
Let's go, Andre.
And this will be a big 10 kilo comp PB.
Drives it up, sits with it. Oh, that was easy. Very nice squat there.
3 white lights. 10 kilo
Very
comp
nicely
PB
done.
for Andre.
Okay. Next up we have Matt Donald, re-attempting 245 kilos.
If he just cuts his depth ever so slightly here, he should hopefully be able to get this and get those 15 kilos extra on the board.
This is a vital squat for Matt Donald in order to stay contention with those 93s. Let's go, Mac. He's got the strength to do this, he just needs to cut that dip slightly. Come on, Mac. What's it in? Just comes away from the
That was
bar.
not quite right.
Bit unsteady on the unrack. Gets the squat command. Let's go, Mac. Nice and
Nice and steady down.
drives it up, sits with it. Very nice there. Awesome squat.
2 to 1 for. He gets it.
He really needed that. Next up we have Raynon at 260 kilos on the bar.
Followed by Matt Sylvie with 267.5. McDonald, Raynon and Matt here are fighting for those top 3 positions. It is essential these squats.
With Matt Donald having the bigger bench, I believe.
Yeah, by a good margin too, I believe.
Let's go, Raynon.
So he should be able to pull back from that missed second attempt squat.
Just taking his time. Getting in the zone.
Eyeing down the weight. Making it his.
Locking it in. Nice and steady. Just waiting for that squat command. Gets it. Drives it up. Sits with it. What a fight by Raynon. Whoa. Epic. Very nicely done, sir. Nice. Awesome attempt selection there. What a way to stick through it.
First grinder of the day.
Grinding a squat like that is definitely not easy.
Because he knew he needs those kilos to stay in the top 3.
He's definitely...
The record holder for this.
Timmy v. McEwen.
Oh yeah, yeah.
2.5 kilos.
Next up we have Matt Sylvie at 267.5 kilos. He's got the bigger deadlift out of the
Top
93s.
3.
So getting it absolute most out of his squat is crucial.
Let's get behind him.
Let's go, Matt. It looks ready.
This will be
Nice.
a massive PB for Matt.
Let's go, Matt. Gets the squat command.
Nice to see.
Drives it up. Very nice there. Just
Very nice there, boy, mate. 2-1.
2 to 1, he gets the lift. He's hyped up about that.
We will reset for the next round.
Next up we have the 105 kilo juniors.
First up we have Duncan with 190, followed by Ahmed with 210. Big thanks to Pub Charity and Sport Manawatu for sponsoring our competition. Without them we wouldn't have this lovely venue and wouldn't be able to hold this comp as it is.
Bars loaded for Duncan.
Bar is loaded for Duncan. Lots of them. Nice and steady unrack.
Nice descent and
Nice speed there. That's what you want to open it to look like.
you don't want to miss your opener, because then if you are unable to get it on your second and third, you will be unable to put a total on the board.
Yeah, typically you see lifters open quite light on their opener, get
And
some kilos towards
Usually
their total.
take slightly bigger jumps to their second and then a smaller jump again onto their thirds.
Bar is loaded for Ahmed. 210 kilos on the bar.
This will be a 15 kilo comp PB for Ahmed on his opener.
Let's go, Ahmed. He looks ready.
Nice steady unrack.
Gets the squat command. Big brace. Drives it up. A bit slower what you want an opener to be, but
Still gets it on the board.
next up we have Harry Milligan.
217 on the bar for Harry.
Harry's squat has been blowing up recently, so suspect him to make a statement on the squats here.
Watson, yeah. Followed by David Bell with 240 kilo in the 120 plus weight category.
Harry is a technician in the deadlift, so
Should see something big from him later.
bar is loaded for Harry. Let's go, Harry. Let's build some confidence. Let's get this lift. Nice and tight on the unrack. Very steady on the unrack.
Nice and calm.
Gets the squat command. Good depth. Good squat there by Harry. That was a great opener.
That's about 240.
Next up we have David Bell at 240 kilos on the bar.
Followed by Quinton at 245 kilo.
Bar is loaded for David. Let's go, David. He's got a lot of support here.
I think Davis was all right, though. That's it.
Nice arm rack and walk out there.
And no, you jumped the call.
I think he just jumped the squat call at the start.
And I do believe one of his side refs there, I think he didn't get quite deep enough.
So before we squat, the judges are looking for the bar to be motionless.
The knees locked and the hips far enough through that you're not bent over.
And when all those things are up to standard, the
Two side refs will tell the head ref by an arm signal that they think the lift is ready, and
Well-
they will receive a squat command.
just jump that squat command on his opener, he'll come back in.
This is a matched competition kilo PB.
Let's go, Quinn. Nice and steady descent. Drives it up. Good speed. That's what you want to open it to look like. Next up we have Rafi. 250 kilos on the bar. Rafi is a phenomenal squatter, so expect him to add a lot of kilos from his opener to his third.
This is only 8 kilo below his comp PB.
Rafi is recently coming off a IPF Worlds journey. Let's go, Rafi.
He has decided to move up a weight class so he wouldn't have to cut down to the 93 kilo weight class with such a short turnaround from Worlds.
He wants us.
Moving up a weight class should also give him some extra kilos on the platform.
Nice and steady.
Nice and steady.
Gets the squat command. Good descent. Great speed there.
That's exactly what you want for your opener. 3 white lights.
Awesome squat there by Rafi.
So Heath here is one of the main contenders for first, along with it could be a battle between him and Rafi.
Heath is recently coming off an adductor injury, so let's see how these squats move.
Heath is nominated highest in the deadlift, so the other two lifters do need every kilo they need.
Bar is loaded for Heath. Let's go, Heath. Come on, Heath.
It should be a good lift for Heath.
He wants us. Let's go, Heath. Yes.
Nice steady unrack by Heath.
Gets a squat command. Big brace. Great depth. Great speed by Heath. He is ready. Awesome squat there by Heath.
White lights.
Suspect they might jump 10, 12 and a half kilos on that to a second.
They may go just below his comp PB at 273.
Heath is showing no sign of injury there. He's looking strong and ready.
Next up is Tyler with 275 kilo in the 120 plus weight category. Followed by Duncan with 205 at the top of the flight.
Come on, Tyler! Let's go!
He's got a lot of support here.
Easy for ya!
Let's go, Tyler.
This should be an easy opener for Tyler here.
Five reds on the bar. That's a lot of weight.
It just looks impressive. Nice and round number.
Gets the squat command. Big brace. Steady descent. Oh,
Solid
speedy
out.
there. Awesome squat there by Tyler. He's going to jump quite a lot from on his session, I
Well, 'cause
suspect.
his comp PB is 312.5, so he's got a lot of room there.
Next up, we have Duncan at 205 kilos on the bar. Bar is loaded for Duncan. Let's go, Duncan.
I do believe Heath just missed his attempt cards there, so he's only jumped 2.5 kilo from his fit opener.
Drives it up, sticks with it. Nice fight there by Duncan.
Solid second attempt by Duncan. And 2-1, he gets it.
Next up, we have Ahmed at 215 kilos on the bar. Awesome job by the spotters and loaders, making a really nice, smooth
That's why
session here.
women were late
Loading
in
up the weights
competition.
very nice and quickly.
That's why a couple
This
of
makes the competition run nice and quickly.
Right.
Bar is loaded for Ahmed. Just chalking himself up and getting ready. We are down to 30 seconds down onto the clock.
He still has plenty of
Stopped by
time
the
there.
technical controller.
Because the only thing you can adjust on the platform is your belt.
He has 25 seconds.
He's still got some time here.
All he needs is to get the squat command. And let's ready. 15 seconds. Gets the squat command.
With 10 seconds to go.
Drives it up, sits with it. Very nice squat there. See what the judges say. 2-1, he gets it. Next up, we have Harry. 230 kilos on the bar.
Should be an easy squat for Harry here. Followed by David Bell in the 120 plus weight category with 240 kilos.
Let's go, Harry. He wants us.
Let's go, Harry. Come on.
Locking that bar in. Very nice unrack. Gets a squat. Big base by Harry. Controls it down. Drives it up, sits with it. Nice squat there by Harry. That's what you want a second attempt to look like.
Second, you want it slightly hard, but you still want to have more in the tank than for your third attempt. Next up is David Bell with 240 kilo. This should be an easy squat for him. His comp PB, I do believe, is 260 kilo. So he's got a lot of room here. Should be an easy second attempt. He did just miss his opener, I do believe, due to missing the start command.
He should smoke this. Just needs to wait for the calls here.
It wasn't a strength issue before, so he does have it here.
Nice and steady.
Waits for
Yes.
the squat.
Drives it up.
Solid squat.
It should be good.
2-1, he gets it. Next up here is Quinton with 257.5 kilograms, followed by Heath Graham with 262.5. So unfortunately, due to Heath missing his attempt card, the gap here is closing. Although I do suspect Heath may take a bigger jump to his third. This will be a 12.5 kilo comp BB by Quinn. So So this should be a
Let's go, Quinn. Takes his time, big brace, nice and steady descent. Drives it up, bit hesitant into the hole, but he fights through it. Awesome squat there.
3 light lights. He gets it. 12.5 kilo.
I think if he approaches his third with a little bit more confidence, he'll smoke his third.
A wee bit more confidence. A
It's
wee
up.
bit faster into the hole. And so Heath up next has 262.5 kilograms.
Let's go, Heath. What did Heath? Heath is timing out his second attempt.
I do believe what he may be doing is taking a heavier second attempt in the warm-up room and coming back and hitting a heavier third attempt.
I believe Heath lost his cards to put it in his attempt selection there. That can happen time to time and is not an issue at all. Not an issue at all. He will come back and add a lot of kgs towards his third. If you misplace your cards and don't put in an attempt within that minute,
It automatically goes up 2.5 kilo if you got your previous attempt, or it stays at the same weight if you miss.
The desk will only increment you 2.5 kilos, and then the squats changes around.
so Heath is just letting the clock time out here.
Time.
Heath will come back and smoke his third.
Up next is Rafi with 265. This is 3 kilo below his comp best.
Lights please, Dana. Okay, 265 on the bar for Ravi, please.
Bar is loaded at 265 kilos on the bar for Rafi.
Ravi will be followed by Tyler.
30 seconds, yeah. So at Worlds, a little while ago, Rafi missed his third attempt of 262.5 kilo. So this will be
Ravi, 265.
jump up.
Bar is loaded for Rafi. Let's go, Rafi.
Rafi
He
looks
wants
nice and
this.
confident.
The crowd is behind him.
Let's go, Rafi.
In the background, you can hear Rory Lynch.
Rafi wants this.
This should be a nice squat for Rafi.
Let's go, Rafi.
That's it, Ravi.
Nice and steady. Waiting for the squat, come on. Gets it. Big brace. Good depth. Drives it up. Sits with it.
Second attempt from Rafi.
Nice squat there by Rafi.
3 white lights.
Very nice.
Okay,
Adjusting that rack climb might have helped quite a lot. I believe
Yeah.
they put it down.
They put it down one. It appeared to have been slightly too high on his opener. That's the good bit about openers is you can judge out what you need to change.
Next up we have Tyler at a whopping 295 kilos on the bar. Approaching that 300 kilo mark.
Yeah, I do believe he will be pushing around 310 today. Hope is his hope.
So this will have to move well to warrant that.
Yeah, if this moves well, they may take a big jump and try and hit a comp PB of 315.
Bar is loaded for Tyler. Let's go, Tyler.
Or
He wants this. He's hyped up. A lot of support here from the crowd. He's hyped up. Let's go, Tyler. Lots it in.
nice and aggressive with that bar.
that's it. Big brace.
Nice walk out by Tyler.
Walks out confident.
Get the squat, come on. Drives it up. Very good speed
Easy
there.
squat.
Awesome squat there. It's very smooth.
We may see a record attempt by Tyler on his third. The current record is 312.5. He may
It's up
decide
with-
to go to 313.
Next up we have Duncan at 212.5 kilos on the bar.
Followed by Ahmed at 217. And it appears that Heath has decided to load 277.5 for his third attempt. Rafi is currently in first place out of squats with 265, and he has loaded 270 for his third.
Bar is loaded. Let's go, Duncan.
Come on, Duncan. 3 for 3.
Hey, let's ready.
He wants this, he looks confident.
Was successful the first 2. Let's get ready to make some noise.
Let's go, Duncan. Come on.
Nice solid walk up.
Big brace. I think he just missed that squat. Unfortunately, he just missed that squat command.
And just couldn't, just not quite strong enough there today either. Next up is Ahmed with 217.5.
Ahmed will go by Harry. Big shout out to this bundle, they're working hard this morning. Those big boys are shifting a lot of iron.
Bar is loaded for Ahmed.
Bar is loaded for Ahmed.
I think he's just chalking up and getting himself nice and ready to make this lift. He's hyping himself up here. He wants this. He's got a lot of support here in the crowd.
Getting nice and tight with the bar. Nice confident walkout.
Very big brace there. Drives it up just a bit too much there. He'll come back next comp and make that.
232.5 above Harry Williams in Southern Powerlifting.
I think Harry jumping 2.5 kilos from his second to his third.
I do believe so. Oh, yes, 2.5 from his second to third. This should still be a relatively easy squat for Harry. His second wasn't too difficult.
I think he'll absolutely smoke this. Bar is loaded for Harry.
This will
Let's
be
go,
a
Harry.
7.5 kilo comp PB for Harry. He has already hit a 5 kilo and he should be adding on.
Harry is coached by Aiden Potts.
Harry will follow by David.
Very steady unrack there. Good walkout. Gets the squat command. Takes his time. Drives it up, sits with it. I think he had a little bit more on the squat, to be honest.
And 3 right legs.
Very speedy third attempt there. Very nicely done, sir.
Next up is David Bell, who made a 20 kilo jump to his third attempt from 240 to 260. He definitely has the strength for this as long as he is patient and waits for those calls. Following David is Quinn with 265 kilos.
Bar is loaded for David. He's hyped up. He wants this.
Last one. Sink it.
Let's go, David.
Let's go, David.
He looks nice and confident with
He's
that
got
bar.
the strength to do this. Waiting for his calls.
Come on, David.
Let's go, David.
Gets the squat call.
Drives it up, sticks with it.
Up.
Let's see what the judges say. 2 to 1. He just misses out on depth on that, I suspect.
Yeah. He definitely has that next competition though.
Is it top of half an inch or so?
Just not quite, yeah. Next up is Quinn with 265, followed by Rafi with 270.
These are some monster squats.
I do believe these
This is
are
a
both
lot of
comp
weight.
PBs. This will be a 20 kilo PB for Quinn.
Quinn's squat has blown up. Let's go, Quinn.
Nice solid walkout by Quinn.
Gets a squat.
Nice descent.
Drives it up. Stitch with it. Awesome fight there by Quinn. Awesome attempt selection.
3 white lines.
He gets the lift. Awesome lift there.
Okay, 270 on the bar for Rafi, please.
That was a phenomenal squat.
Next up is Rafi with 270.
5 big reds on the bar.
Not quite.
In the gym.
This will be a big PB for Rafi.
Let's go, Rafi.
Got this.
He wants this.
It appears the weight class, going up a weight class, has added a lot to a squat here.
Come on, Rafi.
That's it.
He's got plenty of time here.
He wants this.
Got this. Stick
Believe
with
he
it.
squatted this in the gym before. Taking his time, locking it in.
Let's
Nice
go.
confident walkout by Rafi.
Let's go, Rafi. Gets the squat command. Big brace. Drives it up. Stitch with it. Nice squat there by Rafi.
Big 12 kilo PB.
That should be all good. 3 white lights. Awesome squat. Next up we have Heath at 277.5 kilos.
So Heath here is taking a risky move. Not taking a second attempt, instead opting to take a big jump.
Jumping 17.5 kilos from his first to his third.
Yeah, Heath definitely has the strength.
Heath has got the strength to do this.
Whether he's got it today.
Heath has definitely got this.
You can see Heath there getting nice and ready.
Let's go, Heath. Come on, Heath. He really needs a squat here. Come on, Heath.
Be a
Come on, Heath.
Hey, come on.
Let's go, Heath.
This is easy.
Let's go.
Come on, Heath.
That's it, Heath.
Nice solid walkout by Heath there. Fast squat, come on.
Drives it
That drives it out of the hole.
Yes.
What did the ref say? 3 white lights. The risk paid off.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to treat this course. We have 313 kilos on the bar.
So that 277 pushed Heath up into first place, followed by Rafi with 270, followed by Quinn with 265. It was still a close fight for that top podium positions. Next up is Tyler with a junior record of 313 kilos. This is a record currently held by Terry. Terry. This is 0.5 kilo above currently. I do believe his comp PB is also 312.5, so this should be there if he has it.
Bars loaded for Tyler.
Let's go, Tyler.
13 kilos.
This is our first record of this morning. Let's go, Tyler. He's hyped up. He wants this. Come on, Tyler.
Stick with it, Tyler. Come on.
Make it light.
He's hyped up. He's hyped up. He's getting aggressive. Let's go, Tyler.
Back yourself.
He's got the strength to do this.
Solid walkout by
Wow, you look solid under that bar.
Gets a squat command. Nice and steady descent. Drives it up. Sticks with it. Epic squat there by
Tyler.
Tyler.
Probably had more there.
3 white lights. New Zealand junior record. How good. Amazing squat there by Tyler. He'll be stoked with that.
So Tyler's currently in first with that massive 313 kilo in the 120 plus weight category. So we will be back in 10 minutes for bench.
First up for bench, we have Nick, 127.5 kilos on the bar. We are having some technical issues on the commentary, so we apologise for that. We are doing our very best to fix that, making sure that we are in time.
Set the safety so the lifter can complete the lift in confidence.
Yeah, good. How are you feeling? Nice. Spotters and loaders just cleaning that bar. Getting rid of some of that chalk from that bar.
Yeah, that's a bit of an angle yesterday. Yeah.
No, but now you can see if their ass comes up.
Oh yeah.
The other angle's useless.
But this angle, fucking.
Bar is loaded for Nick.
You can see that the bar.
I mean,
First bench of the morning. Just asking for a handout from the spotter and loader. Sometimes when you're pushing a lot of weight on the bench press, getting a unrack from your spotter and loader can help to shift a little bit more weight and save some energy for that press. Waiting for that start command, gets it. Presses it back. Holds up. Should be good. The head referee is looking for a couple of things to give that start command. The butt on the bench.
Well, the two side refs are looking for the feet flat, butt on the bench, and sometimes they're also looking for the elbows to be locked out. They're getting an angle which they can see all three of those usually. And then the head ref is looking for head on the bench and elbows locked. And waiting for those two side refs to signal that they think that.
So once those two side refs or the head ref believes those things are up to standard, the head judge will give the start command to the lifter.
Because you do only need two refs to think you're ready to receive a start command.
Andre just sitting his arch here, digging his traps into that bench. Self unrack.
It should be an easy bench for him, 12.5 kilo under.
Gets a start command. Easy attempt there. Very nice opener there. Suspect they might jump up to 140 plus for a second attempt there. Next up we have Jack at 135 kilos on the bar. Bar is loaded for Jack. Let's go, Jack. Gets a start command. Very speedy opener. Opener should be easy and accumulate some kgs towards their total, but should not be anything substantially hard. Just add some kilos.
Yeah, just get kilos on the board and
gain some confidence. Typically see lifters open up pretty light and add kilos from attempt to attempt. Next up we have Rainan at 145 kilos on the bar. Does not need that soft unrack. Telling that spotter he is not needed. Nice unrack there. There's a start command.
fast press goal.
Smooth bench there. Very nicely done. Head judge gives a red for, I believe, the foot moving. Coming up.
Yeah, because the head ref was stomping his foot a wee bit. So.
Next up we have Harry at 152.5 kilos. Harry's bench has been blowing up recently. believe he pressed 160 plus in the gym.
Should be an easy opener for Harry.
Let's go, Harry.
This is 2.5 kilo below his previous comp best.
Gets the start command. Presses it up. Speedy there by Harry. Nice statement there. He should jump
He did just
160
get one
plus.
red light there for his butt coming off the bench.
I think he's good for 160 plus.
As long as he can keep that butt planted, he should have a good bench there still.
Next up we have Nikolai at 152.5 kilos.
Followed by Matt Sylvie with 155 kilo.
Matt asking for this handoff by the head spotter.
Nikolai.
Bit unsteady there. Gets the start command. Presses it up.
Solid press. 3 well lights for Nikolai. Up next is Matt Sylvie with 155, followed by McDonald with 185.5, which is a record.
Bar is loaded for Matt. Let's go, Matt.
The current national junior record is 175, so it'll be a Now Matt needs every kilo he can here from bench to maintain that gap between him and McDonald.
Next up we have Matt Donald at 185.5 kilos. Matt Donald,
This is a massive record attempt here. 10.5 kilo over on his opener.
Matt Donald is jet of all trades, so suspect him to blow up this bench.
185.5 kilos.
Now he'll be getting a chip here on the board, so that means that for Matt to beat him, he will have to load 2.5 kilo more.
Chip it with a weight card.
Yeah, if you have a chip, chip.
Bars loaded for McDonald.
Don't know what it is.
Let's go, Mac. Just instructing the head spotter how he likes his lift off. It's always good as a spotter loader, telling your spotter how you like your lift off. Gets the start command. Sends him to his
Solid
chest a bit,
press.
but very speedy there.
He may load
3 white lights.
I do believe he will have another 10 kilo there.
He's got a lot left in this bench press there. He is looking strong.
Some people will lift day, and I'm just like, I think I'm gonna give up. Like,
Like Ahmed yesterday, the 105. Like how are you benching like 175 at 18?
yeah.
That's crazy, yeah.
That's only with his opener.
Are we still delayed?
What's the delay like still? Is it still bad?
Bars loaded. 135.
Bar is loaded for Nick. 135 kilos.
This is 5 kilo below his previous comp best here.
Should suspect him to move this very fast. Here's the start command. Drives through it. Bit of a sticking point there.
But he pushes through.
Should be all good.
So he did just get a red light there from a head ref for downward motion.
In powerlifting, the bar cannot go up and
down.
down.
Good. 140 on the bounce for Andre, please.
The head ref giving a blue/red light on up and down motion on that previous lift.
Now, if another lifter here wanted to, they could go to the jury to contest that if they were looking to try and move up a spot on the rankings.
Next up we have Andre at 140 kilos on the bar.
This is 5 kilo below his comp best.
Just setting his trips into that bench, creating that nice arch, press off. Waiting for that start command, the butt down. Nice and steady there, very fast.
Solid off the chest.
Should jump 7.5 to 10 kilos on
I
that.
do believe we will see a comp PB here from Andre. Next up is Jack with 142.5 kilo, followed by Rainen with 152.5. This is 2.5 kilo below Jack's previous comp best.
Let's go, Jack. So surpassing the Jimbro 3
Yeah.
plates.
It's a nice 142.5, which is just below 315 pounds.
Hits a press command, presses it up.
Solid.
Nice press there by Jack.
Jack should
Very
probably
well
jump
done.
5 to 7.5 kilo there.
Next up we have Rainen at 152.5 kilos.
Followed by Harry with 157.5. This will be a 2.5 kilo comp PB for Rainen. Nice solid unrack. Oh, just fell slightly too far back towards his face there and just couldn't quite stay tight enough.
Next up we have Harry at 157.5 kilos.
This will be a 2.5 kilo comp PB for Harry. And based off his second, this should be a good jump. I mean opener, sorry.
Bar is loaded for Harry. Let's go, Harry. He's got the strength to do this. He looks ready. Just taking his time. Sending his traps nice and hard into that bench, creating that nice arch. Gets the start command. Presses off his chest. Very speedy there by Harry. There's a bit more. There's a bit more left in his bench press there
His butt did just also come up again.
by the left side referee. I believe it's only a looks like a left cheek issue.
Yeah, probably just ever so slightly. She can see through there. As long as it doesn't come up anymore, he should be alright though. Up now we have Nikolai with 157.5, which is a matched comp PB.
Nice unrack there. Nice takedown speed. Nice
Solid
press
off the
command.
chest.
Speedy there by Nikolai.
We will be seeing a comp PB here most likely from Nikolai.
Next up we have Matt Sylvie.
Matt is trying to maintain the lead here with 160. Because since Matt has a bigger squat, he does have a few extra kilos, but McDonald is closing the lead. 164 Matt. Matt sticks with it and gets it up.
Referees say no, it was down to
Unfortunately, he did just get called there for downward motion.
3 kilos on the bar.
He will most likely come back and take that on his third.
Next up we have Matt Donald with a monster bench press at 193 kilos.
Keep in mind, the record at the start of the day was 175 kilo. So he's broken on his opener and he's just looking to extend that record.
This is a monster bench press for a 93 kilo lifter.
193 kilos. Every other 93 kilos.
Chips just been shown to the judges. Bar is loaded for Matt Donald. Let's go, Mac. Judging from his first, he should have the strength to do this. Crowd's getting behind him. He wants this.
Well, twice his own weight, ladies and gentlemen.
This is a bench press, ladies and gentlemen. Not a squat, not a deadlift, a bench press. 193 kilos. Gets a start command. Gets a press command. Presses it up. That's good speed. That's a bench press, ladies and gentlemen. 3 white lights. I suspect he's trying to.
He's going to extend that on his third.
That is a monster press there by Matt Donald.
So that does just push him up into first place. That does just push McDonald up into first place overall there, I do believe. Bar is loaded for Nick. This will be a 2.5 kilo comp PB for Nick.
That's it, Nick. Come on. What's the process?
Oh. Just couldn't quite get it up there. Up next is Andre with 145 kilos. This will be a match comp PB for Andre. Based off his second, he should have this. And after Andre is Jack with 150 kilos.
Bar is loaded for Andre. 145 kilos on the bar.
Solid off the chest there for Andre. And what did the ref say? 3 white lights. Andre probably could have loaded more there if he wanted to, but just playing it safe and getting more kilos on the board. Up next we have Jack with 150 kilo, which will be a 5 kilo comp BP for Jack, followed by Rainan with 152.5.
Let's go, Jack. Opting for the unrack by the spotters. Gets a start command. Presses it up, sits with it. Nice press there by Jack.
Throughout too.
3 white lights.
3 white lights.
Next up we have Rainan. 152.5 kilos in the bar.
This will be a 2.5 kilo comp B for Rainan.
Bar is loaded.
Make some noise, give him some encouragement, ladies and gentlemen.
Do it.
Hey, crew, the audience cheering on.
Let's go, Rainan. He's got a lot of support here in the crowd.
This should be an easy lift for Rainan.
Presses it up. Nice attempt there by Rainan.
And 2 to 1.
Head ref giving a yellow.
I do believe that would probably be for soft elbows.
Next up we have Harry with 160 kilos on the bar.
It's not soft elbow.
60 on the bar for Harry. He'll be followed by Matt. Bars loaded for Harry.
Harry's bench has been blowing up as of recent. He wants us, he's ready.
This should be an easy 5 kilo comp PB for Harry. I do believe this also matches his gym PBs too.
Let's go, Harry.
That's it. And Harry puts another back one through.
Come on. Solid onto the chest.
Come on!
Solid off the chest. Oh.
Nice fight there by Harry.
Harry tried his best, but just couldn't get it there.
Matt from Southern Powerlifting. He was followed by Nikolai.
Up next is Matt with a 160 kilo, retaking his second attempt.
Bars loaded for Matt. 160.
Matt's going to give it everything he has for this third attempt, because he needs every kilo he can.
Let's give it make some noise. Where are the Southern Powerlifting fans in the audience? Come on, Matt. Unrakes himself. Gets set. Gets the start for 100.
And he does it easily too. 3 white lights. Up next is Nikolai with 165 kilo. This will be a 7.5 kilo comp BB for Nikolai.
Okay, this is the final amount for Nikolai. Nikolai will be followed by Matt. And he'll go straight into group B. Bars loaded for Nikolai. 165.
Nikolai gives it everything he can, but just can't quite get it. Up next is McDonald, trying to extend his record here to 198 kilos. He's nearly at that 200 kilo mark. McDonald will give it everything he has here. He will not stop pressing.
Please, the bar, make sure McDonald has the best chance of it.
198 kilos loaded for Matt Donald. This is approaching 200 kilos for a 93 kilo lifter. This is a massive bench press. He's going to have to put everything he's got into this bench. Let's go, Matt Donald. He wants this. The crowd is behind him. He's hyped up. He wants this.
McDonald puts everything into his lifts.
Just waiting for that start command. Gets it. Presses it. Drives it up. Oh, just a bit too much there. But a valiant effort there by Matt Donald. Even just to attempt 198 kilos.
The
It's a
fact that
phenomenal
McDonald
effort.
probably would have had 195 kilos is very impressive. Up next, we have Duncan with 110 kilograms for the first lifter of the 105 kilo.
Let's go, Duncan.
After Duncan will be Harry.
Very easy opener there for Duncan. 3 white lights.
130 on the mark for Harry, please. Harry will be followed by Ahmed.
Up next is 130 for Harry. This is 5 kilo below his previous comp best, followed by Ahmed with 135 kilo.
Last load for Harry, 130.
It's not as bad. Solid press there for Harry.
Solid press there. Referee,
3 white lights.
Okay,
Next up we have Ahmed at 135 kilos on the bar. Shout out to Ahmed's dad, tuning in from Egypt on the live stream. I'm sure he really appreciates the support tuning in.
loaded for Ahmed.
Let's go, Ahmed.
This is a 5 kilo comp PB for Ahmed on his opener.
Okay, 135 on the bar for Ahmed.
Referees matching. When
Centre ref asked to replace the bar. I believe it was from the heels. Feet not being completely flat on the ground. He has got 8 seconds to get a start command. Gets a start command in time. Presses it up.
he made, with 3 seconds left, he did just get a yellow light there on the right hand side for his foot coming up slightly.
The judges are looking for the feet to be flat on the ground before giving the start command.
Okay.
2 out of 3 judges must believe that the feet are flat on the ground before the head ref giving the start command. If not, the head ref will ask to replace the bar.
Who's driving the screen? Next one will be Tyler, 145 on the screen. Next lift after that will be Ray.
So we have 145 for Tyler. This is 5 kilo below his comp PB. Now Tyler just needs to get a lift on the board here to secure his squat record.
Last load for Tyler.
Let's go, Tyler! Come on!
Tyler has a lot of support here in the crowd.
Tyler asking for a lift off from the head spotter. And yes.
Nice and tight.
Sending his arch nice and tight. Gets the start command. Nice and fast. Press it up. Speedy.
Wee bit of a sticking point there, but he pushes through.
Just a bit at lockout. I think he's got quite a bit left.
2 to 1.
Yellow. Yellow.
Okay, 152 and a half on the bar being scored.
Rafi here opening with 152.5. This will be 2.5 kilo below his comp PB. He is competing in a higher weight class though, so the weight increase clearly has increased his lifts quite a bit.
Especially on the bench press, you do typically see that with a body weight increase.
Typically as you get heavier though, it can start to affect your deadlift leverages, which can negatively impact it.
Let's go, Rafi.
Let's go, Rafi. Bit shaky. Get that press strong, very speedy there by Rafi. Sometimes you see a lifter just being a little bit more shaky on the unrack, on a bench press or a squat.
Sometimes that can be due to just a little bit of nerves and usually getting a little bit more height.
Sometimes that's just how the lifter lifts, and it's not actually a strength issue at all, it's just sometimes they're a bit shaky.
Shaky, yeah.
– 155 kilos loaded for David.
David's got a big bench here.
David is a very calm and nonchalant lifter here. Presses it up, very speedy. Nice bench there by David.
Up next is Quinn with 167.5 kilograms, followed by Heath with 167.5 kilograms also.
Quinn and Heath are going toe to toe in this bench press battle. Quinn wants this.
Quinn and Heath do have quite similar deadlifts here, so they will be looking to just try and maintain and get every kilo they can across the squat and bench.
Every kilo counts on each lift between these two competitors. It's a press. Nice open here for
Very
Quinn.
tight onto the chest, so he gets a fast press command.
Quinn made his statement. Same weight is loaded for Heath. Heath has got a phenomenal bench press.
This will be a 2.5 kilo comp PB for Heath.
Bar is loaded for Heath. Let's go, Heath. Let's go.
Heath opts to self-lift out instead of having a spotter give him a hand out. This is usually a bit more consistent as you don't know how exactly the spotter will lift out for you on the day. Nice solid unrack by Heath. Wee bit of a sticking point there, but he pushes through. Heath is usually a lifter who does have sticking points throughout, even at lighter weights though, so it shouldn't be too much of a worry for him.
Heath has got exceptionally long arms, so he does have to fight quite a bit on his bench press.
But it does help him on his deadlift.
Next up we have Duncan and 115 kilos on the bar. Bar is loaded. Let's go, Duncan.
This should be an easy bench for Duncan. He pushes through and gets it up. 3 white lights for Duncan.
137 on bar for Ahmed, please. 35 by Harry.
Scoreboard. When you see what? If it's prognosed 5 kilo.
Bars on for Ahmed, 137 kilos on the bar.
I'm waiting for him to put his second bench in. Heath? Wait, where are they? Over there. Oh, why is this one not updated? Oh, there we go, yeah.
Ahmed just taking his time. Setup is particularly important for the bench press. I believe his last bench press attempt, he got caught for his heels not being planted onto the ground.
Yes, I do believe he will get asked to replace the bar there. His left heel does look slightly raised.
Lifter asked to be replaced the bar. I believe he just needs to bring those feet slightly forward. He has 5 seconds left. Get that start command. Don't believe this one, get it. That is time.
Unfortunately, he did not get the start ball because he was not in the appropriate position.
He just could not get his shoes flat there.
Next lifter, Harry, same weight.
So with the top 2 lifters currently, Heath is prognosed to get a 732.5 kilo, and followed by Quinn with 730. They are both taking 175 for their second bench. Up now we have Harry with 137.5 kilograms, followed by Tyler with 152.5. Oh,
Harry just losing the bar a little bit behind him on the unrack. He's got
Alright,
time,
though.
he's got lots of time.
he's nearly got a whole minute left. He got onto the bench just as the minute, like, straight away.
Settle the nerves, Harry. Let's go.
It should be easy based off his opener.
Here's the start command. Press it up. Believe that unrack just fatigued him just a little bit.
He will come back and take a good attempt on that for his third though. Up now we have Tyler with 152.5, followed by Rafi with 157.5. What's only like, this is quite a small flight.
Last number for Tyler, 152.5.
Tyler will give it his all here.
Back chest.
This will be a 2.5 kilo comp BP for Tyler. Solid off the chest there. He definitely has more of air for his third. Up now we have Rafi with 157.5 for a 7.5 kilo comp PB. Followed by David Bell with a matched comp PB at 170. Bar is loaded for Rafi.
Let's go, Rafi.
Let's go, Rafi.
You can hear Rafi's coach there in the background getting him hyped and telling him to get nice and tight.
Chest to the bar.
Nice press there from Rafi. Has the music
That's
stopped?
on there. Push play.
Yeah, I think it's stopped.
I was just wondering if they want it a bit louder.
I can't even hear it.
Turn it up a little.
I don't want to
Shh, don't swear here. Bar is loaded for David with 170.
Big cheers. Listen to the calls.
Right there. Yeah.
For deadlifts, turn up a little bit.
Yeah, because then you'll be able to get it.
Okay.
Nice, easy bench there for David. 3 white lights. He's probably going to take a decent jump there once again.
Next up, we have Win. 3 big reds on the bar.
Heath's going to follow him with 175.
These two are going toe to toe on the bench press event.
Every kilo matters here.
Bar is loaded for Quinn.
This will be a 5 kilo comp BB for Quinn.
Gets the start command.
Nice and tight onto the chest.
Presses it off. Fights through it. Gets it.
it locked
That
out.
should be good.
2 to 1.
1 red for it. On a yellow. Is that for his foot moving?
It could be due to a slight foot movement.
Bar is loaded for Heath. Let's go, Heath!
Heath will give it everything he has here.
Heath really needs this bench. He's got the strength to do this.
Nice, solid unrack.
Come on! Come on, Heath!
Gets a wee bit of a sticking point, but he pushes through. 3 white lights.
Quinn and Heath are going toe to toe. Going to come all out in the deadlift event. Be interesting to see what they jump both onto their thirds. Duncan jumping to 117.5 kilos.
Come on.
Let's go, Duncan. Just beats the start command there. Ask to replace the bar. That will be 3 reds. You do have to receive the start command before lowering it down to your chest. And he did not receive the start command by the center ref there.
The bench is the most easy lift to miss commands, since you do have the most with 3. You do have the start, the press, and the rack.
It is a quite technical lift. Next up we have Ahmed. I believe on a second he just didn't receive the start command. I suspect he just needs to bring those feet just a little bit further forward.
I'm sure Ahmed's dad here will be shouting at his TV back in Egypt.
Those feet look a lot more flatter to me. Puts a butt down. It's a start command. It's a lot better. Maybe misses it. Press command, but presses it up.
Solid press. But just
2 to 1, he gets it.
good lift.
What was that yellow for?
It would have been heel. He would have just got a yellow there on the right hand side again for his heel.
Harry re-attempting his opener at 137.5 kilos. I believe he just set up a little bit too far back on his opener and just lost the bar slightly back as he unwrapped. Just really instructing that head spotter what he needs on his self lift out.
Heath and Quinn have both made a jump to 177.5 for their third attempt.
Oh, this is going to be a close battle. Let's unrack. That looks a lot better, Harry. Let's it settle.
Nice, beautiful arch.
Gets the start, come on. Presses it up, drives it up,
That's better.
hold it.
Yes.
Nice press there by Harry. 2 to 1, he gets it.
His butt did just come off a wee bit there.
But good
But
to
2 to
get it
1.
on the board.
Tyler here making a jump to 160. This will be a 10 kilo comp BB for Tyler. Tyler will give it everything he has here. Fast off the chest fair for Tyler, and it slows down, but he pushes through. And 3 white lights.
Rafi attempting 162.5 kilos. 2 reds, a yellow. Let's go, Rafi. Let's go, Rafi!
This will be a massive PB for Rafi here.
Come on, Rafi.
Getting that set up nice. Creating that nice arch to press off against.
Let's go, Rafi.
Waiting for that start command. Gets it. Lowers it down, nice and controlled. Presses it up!
Pushes through.
Fights for it!
Finishes it.
Epic fight there by Rafi. Way to stick through it. Perfect attempt at selection there by Rory. Next up we have Quinn attempting 177.5 kilos. Both have Heath and Quinn attempting the exactly same weight. But eyes loaded for Quinn. The ramifications of this lift and that's pretty damn huge.
Yeah. The lifters need these kilos since their deadlifts are as close as they are.
Let's go, Quinn. Get to start. Presses it.
Fights for it.
Fights for it! Just a little bit too much there.
He decided to not keep pressing there as to not exert too much energy and save it for deadlifts.
I could be somewhat happy with that. They got 99%
It
of
was
what they
solid
needed
off
out of
the
the bench
chest.
press event.
Up next is Heath, also with 177.5.
Heath really needs this bench press.
He needs
Let's
it.
go, Heath! Let's go, Heath! Come on!
If Heath can open up the sled, it would be very helpful for his deadlifts.
Let's go, Heath!
Come on.
That's it. Set those feet.
Let's go, Heath! Come on!
Fight for it! Fight for it! Fights! Right. Just couldn't quite get it.
Valiant effort there by Heath. He gave that absolutely everything. Just a little bit too much on the day. Heath and Quinn are neck and neck on the bench press event.
Yeah, saving everything for deadlift day. I'm not helping with the bar.
David.
This
This is a 15 kilo comp PB for David.
Where are the orange boys in the audience? Come on, folks, let's get them behind those.
Big chest, listen to the calls.
Solid press for David. 3 highlights for David. So after deadlifts, Heath is in the lead, only by 2.5 kilo. Heath is in the lead by 12.5 kilo after bench, followed by Quinn, followed by Rafi, and Tyler is currently in first in the 120 plus, followed by David.
Stay tuned for some epic deadlifts between those two boys. Oh, sweat.
Just as a reminder, the bar must come down under control, please. Okay, we get underway. Bars loaded for Nick. Nice opener from Nick. 3 white lights. Load about 215, please, for Nikolai. After Nikolai will be Herring. Big shout out to the spot loaders. They're going to be working hard this session. Bars loaded for Nikolai. Smooth and control. And 3 whites for Nikolai. Load the bar to 235, please, for Harry. Harry will be followed by Jack. Just as a reminder to control the bar on its way down, please. Bar loaded. Unfortunately, a bobble at the top cost in that lift. Downward movement of the bar. At the bar, 247.5 for Jack, please. Okay, lifter on the platform will be Jack. Bar is loaded for Jack. Next lifter will be Andre. Smooth. Thank you, Jack, for lowering the bar gently to the floor. 3 white lights. Good lift. Bars loaded for Andre. Bars loaded for Andre. After Andre Rayner. And 3 whites. Nice under there from Andre. Load the bar, 280 for Rayner, please. loaded for Raynon. Nice over there for Brandon. More than 3 times his own weight. Same weight on the bar for McDonald, please. Then followed by Matt. The bar's loaded. Nice, and the referees, 3 white lights, and we start our record attempts, 303.5. Okay, up come the fractionals, verified by the referees as appropriate. This will be a New Zealand junior record attempt. After Matt's over there, we go back to the top of the order for seconds with Nick. Bar's loaded for Matt. Go Matt! New Zealand record attempt, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, Matt. Come on. Wow. And he lowers it into the platform. That is the way you do it, ladies and gentlemen. 3 white lights, no doubt. Okay, back to the top of the order. Load the bar to 207.5 for Nick, please. Seven on the bar. 3 reds, yellow. To see a couple of the sponsors products in action. These marvellous deadlift jacks made by Strength Tools. Every gym should have one. Once you learn how to use them. chip off, put the 1.25 on. Great catch there by Dana. Bars loaded for Nick, 207.5. Nick we followed by Nikolai. Three whites, good second from Nick. Okay, load the bar to 220 for Nikolai, please. Nikolai will be followed by Harry. Bars load for Nikolai, 220. Keep going, keep going. Smooth second there for Nikolai. 3 white lights, good lift, 220 kilos. Load the bar, 235 please for Harry. 4 reds and a white. Angus doing still in work there at the train. Big shout out to Strength Tools. Make this fabulous little deadlift jacks. Every gym should have one. You need one for the home. Bars loaded. Come on, Harry. That's it, Harry. 3 white lights, good second there from Harry Newman. 260 on the bar for Jack, please. Bars loaded for Jack, 260. Next lifter will be Andre. Left white. Smooth and controlled full there. And he gets 2 whites. Good lift. Bars loaded for Andre. Perfect. Come on, Andre. All the way up. Gets the down call. 3 whites. Good lift there by Andre. 295 on the bar for Raymond, please. This is getting really tight at the top of the round. Earlier this morning, this would have been the New Zealand junior record attempt, but Matt's already taken that. The battle for placings at the top of the 93s is getting really, really tight. Bars loaded for Rainer, 295. This is junior powerlifting at its best, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, Rainer. It's all yours. That's it. Go! Go. Ball's back. Looks good. Is good. 3 white lights. Okay, look about 300 for a New Zealand junior total record attempt by McDonald Bonyaka. Okay, make sure that bar's nice and clean for a record attempt. And it's only the second round, ladies and gentlemen. Bars loaded for McDonald. Let's get ready to make some noise, category fans. New Zealand junior total record attempt. Where are the category supporters? Come on. Come on back. You know you can do this. Just believe.
Come on, man, get in there. Come on.
And down. The referees, they like it. New Zealand junior total record to Donald Bonyaka. Okay. Load the bar, please, to the astounding number 316.5, please, for Matt Sylvie. This will be another record attempt by Matt Sylvie. This will give him not only the junior deadlift record, but also the junior total record. And there's still a round to go, ladies and gentlemen. Really putting that strength tools jack to the test here. 316.5 kilos. Fractionals go on, collars go on. Let's get ready to make some noise for Matt Sylvie. Okay. Bars loaded, Matt Sylvie, New Zealand junior total and deadlift attempt. Go on, Matt. That's it.
Go, man.
Make the slack. Go, 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 go. Oh, holy moly, folks. New Zealand Junior Deadlift and total record for that, Sylvie. And we've got a round to go. We go back to the top of the order. Behind the bar, 212 kilos for Nick Waller, please. Last load of the neck, last lift of the day. Let's get ready to make some noise, brothers and Mercedes fans. Come on. Come on, Nick. You can do this. Go, 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 go. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And he gets 3 white lights, finishes strong, fist bumps the jury, fist bumps the referees. Great job, Nick. Loads bar, 227.5, please, for Nikolai. Okay, Nikolai on the platform, 227.5, he'll be followed by Harry. $227.5 is 501 pounds of the old money. We love our round numbers. After Nikolai will be Harry. Last load for Nikolai. Good fight, man. Good fight by Nikolai. Always something for next year. Load the bar. 260, please, for Harry. Clean the bar, make sure the lifter has the best chance possible for their third and final lift of the day. After this, we'll go straight into Group B. Bars loaded for Harry, 260 kilos on the bar. Come on, Harry. Leave nothing behind. Go, 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 go. That's through. Gets the down call. 3 white lights. Way to finish strong. Harry Newman. 270 on the bar for Jack Burrow, please. Bar's loaded for Jack, 270. Come on, Jack. Let me give him support, ladies and gentlemen. Wellington's the central lifter. Come on. Go, 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 keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Gets the down ball. And no, unfortunately, failure to lock out the top. Great fight. Okay, load about 272.5 for Andre. 600 pounds in the old money. After Andre will be Rainer. Bar's loaded for Andre, 272.5. Go Andre, finish it! That's it, Andre. Come on, finish strong. Finish it! Go! Go, 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 lock in! 3 white lights. James is heavy, Andre is heavy. Load the bar to 305 kilos. Really awesome lifting going on here in the under 93 juniors. The start of the day, this would have been a record. Final vote of Verona. Come on, Ryan. 305. Come on.
Let's go. Everything you got, come on.
He gets the down call. 3 white lights. Right. Thanks to the referees. Load the bar. 310, please, for McDonald. Okay, we've got a great duel going on here, ladies and gentlemen. If McDonald is successful, he takes first place in the under 93 juniors, and then it's up to Matt. Okay. We duel at all, over 300 kilos on the bar. We clean the bar. Okay, all the tricks are in play, ladies and gentlemen. possible advantage with the bar. Beautiful Elenko equipment. Bars loaded. Come on, let's get ready to make some noise. Where are the Canterbury fans in the audience? Come on. Come on, Mac. All to play for. Come on.
Come on, Matt. Come on, Matt.
Come on.
Come on. Come on, Matt.
What do the referees say? Resting on the flies. Oh well, okay, ladies and gentlemen, the last lift of the day, New Zealand Junior Deadlift and total record attempt to secure first place. Okay. Change. Okay, this has been changed to 321, please. 321 kilos. We got the fractionals. Pair of 500-gram fractionals come out. Okay, last pull in the session, 321 kilos on the bar for Matt Sylvie from Southern Powerlifting. Bars loaded. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to make some noise. That's it. Come on, Matt. Come on. Come on, Matt. Southern Powerlifting for the win. All the way. Go. Yes. 323 laps. And Matt finally runs out of room. That concludes Group A, ladies and gentlemen. We'll strip them down back and be right into Group B. Lifting order will be Duncan, Ahmed, David, Harry, Rafi, Pete, Clinton, and Tyler. Okay, we are getting ready for Group B. First lifter will be Duncan Rowlands, 220 kilos on the bar. Bars loaded for Duncan. After Duncan will be Ahmed. Hold it! Smooth opener there. Three whites, nice work by Duncan Rowland. 240 on the bar, please, for Ahmed. Ahmed will be followed by David. Bars loaded. Next will be David, same weight. That's nice and fast. 3 weights, he's on the board, on the work. Same weight for David Bell, please. After David will be Harry. Bars loaded. David makes light work at 240, 3 weights. Okay, 245 on the bar for Harry, please. Harry will be followed by Rafi. Bars loaded for Harry, 245. Next will be Rafi. Smooth and fast, 3 weights. Harry does equal back 262 and a half on the bar, please, for Rafi. Rafi will be followed by Nick. Okay, bars loaded for Rafi. Next lifter will be Heath.
Come on, Rafi!
Pass there from Rafi. 3 weights, good lift. 285 on the bar, please, for Heath from Mighty Waikato. 310 kilos on the bar for Tyler. I'd love to live in a world where 300 kilos is easy, but there you go. Come on, Tyler. Wow. And a smooth control descent for 310 kilos. Okay, back to the top of the order. Below the bar, please. 245 for Duncan. Okay, 245 goes on the bar for Duncan. He'll be followed by Ahmed. Fire's loaded. Come on, Duncan. Come on, keep going, keep going. Come on, look it back. And the referees not locked out, unfortunately. Really gutsy pull. Sorry, 2 reps. Make it stand erect, knees locked and the shoulders back. 250 on the bar for Ahmed, please. After Ahmed will be David. Final load of Ahmed. 230. Come on. Make it move, make it light. Take no prisoners. That's it. Come on. Smash it off the floor. Go, 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 go. Hold back, knees. Referees, they like it. 3 white lights. First time there, Ahmed for the second. 255 all round. David. David will be followed by Harry. Load it. Come on, David. That's it, David. Come on. Whoa. Over a quarter of a ton. 3 white lights. I love white camera supporters, they're so helpful. Okay, 265 on the bar for Harry, please. Harry will be followed by Rafi. Final one for Harry, 265. Rafi, get ready. go. Smooth pull there by Harry. 3-1 lights. No issues at all. So far, 277.5 for Rafi. Rafi will be followed by Heath. Final vote for Rafi, 277.5. Next up will be Heath. That's it. Come on, Rafi. Let's go. Come on. That's it. Go, go, go. And he gets it up, it's down, 3-1 lights. No issues there for Rafi. 300 on the bar, please, for Heath Graham from the Mighty Waikato. Final vote for Heath. Another wrist duel straight up between Heath and Quinton at the top of our five. Waikato versus Benji for the win. Hopefully, come on, Heath. Come on. Come on! Smoothness. 3-1 lights. And it goes down to the wire, ladies and gentlemen. Third round's going to be interesting. This is the New Zealand junior record attempt by Quinton, 305.5. Okay, out come the fractionals. 305.5 on the bar, please, for Quinton. And we've got a round to go after this. Plus, it's not even the last lift of the round. There's another lift to come. So give the bar a really good clean. Get all the loose chalk and talc out of the building. Make sure Quinton gets the best possible chance. Final vote of Quinton. Come on, where are the competition warriors? Let's get rid of the make some noise. 305.5. That's it. Go, 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 go. And 3 minutes. New Zealand record for Quinton. Load the bar, please, for Tyler. 320 kilos on the bar. Final vote of Tyler, 320. Go on. race. Anyone can do it. 320 kilos. Okay, we start the third round. Next lift at 245. Okay, last round of deadlift for the morning, ladies and gentlemen. First lifter will be Duncan. Changes coming in thick and fast here. This is going to be a really interesting round of deadlifting. Fast over to Duncan. Let's get ready to make some noise. Where are the Canterbury supporters in the audience? Grinds it all the way through. I'm not sure what the referee's going to say. Best grind of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Takes guts to stay with it that long. Load the bar, please. 257.5 for Ahmed. The jury is overturning that lift. Okay. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, that last lift has been overturned by the jury. Couple there. So, magnificent pull. Always something for next time. Great pull, Duncan. Fantastic. Bars voted for Ahmed, 257.5. I was having a good day. Let's get ready to make some noise for the Wellington Central Powerlifting member. Come on. All you, all day. Come on. That's it. Leave nothing behind. Come on. Go, 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 go. Lock it. Referees. Lock it. 2-1. One referee wasn't sure about his lockout. Maybe the knee was up. But he gets the lift, ladies and gentlemen. Load the bar. 270 kilos on the bar for David Bell, please. Going to be an interesting duel at the end here. There's half a kilo separating the top two lifters in the class all rock races. 270 on the bar for David. Bars loaded for David. Come on, David. That's it. All you, all day. Wow. What do the referees say? 2 to 3, gets it. Good lad. That's about 280, please, for Harry in the underwire fives. Jury is having a look at David's lift. Was there hitching involved? Leave the bar for Harry's final deadlift. 280 kilos, 617 pounds. Okay. Bar loaded for Harry, 280. Next lifter will be Rafi. Come on, Harry. Southern power strong. All you. That's it. Oh, someone brought the welder out. Okay, good fight there by Harry. 287.5 on the bar for Rafi, please. Great work, Harry. Okay, last lift for Rafi Dio for walking powerlifting. 287 on the bar for Rafi. Rafi will be followed by Heath. Bar's loaded for Rafi. Go Rafi. So gonna wake up all the Aucklanders. Come on, Rafi. Come on, Rafi. All day. The referee goes in the down call. Sorry, Rafi. No, failure to stand direct. Great fight, great fight. Okay, this is where it gets interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, next lifter will be Heath Graham. Okay, 308 kilos on the bar, please, for Heath Graham. This is a fight for the overall total first place in the under 93 kilos, under 105 kilo juniors. Fractional plates come out, rounded up from 7.5 to 308. Waikato versus Canterbury for all the medals this afternoon. There's barely a kilo and a half separated these two lifters at this point. Calculators are working overtime. Angus and the spotter crew clean the bar, make sure that he gets the best possible chance. Bar's out of Heath Graham from Mighty Waikato. Go on, Heath! All the marbles, come on. Come on. Come on, Heath. What are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? They like it. And it comes down to the last lift of the round, second last lift of the round. 319 kilos on the bar for the win required. Okay, it's going up 321 on the bar, please. 321 on the bar, please, for Brenton. Yep. This will give him the win by 500 grams. And after that, there's another lift to come. This is powerlifting at its best, New Zealand. Two of New Zealand's strongest on the 105s. This will be a junior deadlift record. Also a win. So, okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to make some noise, Canterbury supporters. Stars loaded for Quinton. Come on. That's it, come on.